All right, Couch Warriors, welcome to Unidad 6, Lección 1. We normally go through Unit 6, Lesson 2, but we've decided as a department that we will end the quarter with Unit 6, Lesson 1. So we're covering just a little bit less material, but all of us know what we're doing, and so next year we'll get you caught up if you're continuing on to either Spanish 3 Honors or Spanish 4. Then you'll be caught up. There we go. So today we're talking about participles as adjectives. Participles. So that brings up our first question. What is a participle? You can be fluent in a language and use participles all the time without knowing what that term means. And that's okay, but I do want you to know about the grammar as well as how to speak Spanish. So question number 1, what's a participle? A participle is formed from a verb. A participle can be combined with haber to act as a verb, or it can be used after a noun to act as an adjective. So participles are things like eaten. Eaten. Eaten is part of a verb. It can be combined with I have eaten, or it can be combined with a noun to be like the eaten apple is still on the table. If it was an apple core or something. So you can also use forms like slept. I have slept for 12 hours during the pandemic every day. Or I like the hours slept are 12 or something like that. So we can use it as an adjective. Let me show you how to form participles first. That's our next question. How do you form participles? You're going to cut off the AR, ER, or IR of a verb. Then you're going to add either ado or ido. If it's an AR verb, it gets ado. If it's an ER or IR verb, ER or IR there, could be vivir as well, cutting off the IR, you're going to add IDO. So we'll get things like hablado, comido. So I could say, he hablado, I have spoken. Or I could say, la palabra hablada, el libro hablado, the spoken word, the spoken book. There's comido, eaten. I can use it as a verb. It's part of a verb right now. I can't just say I eaten. I have to put it with a verb, and then it works like a helping verb or auxiliary. So it would be he comido, I have eaten. Or taco comido, the eaten taco. All right, as always, you can pause Senora Gittings at any point and slow down the note-taking. Question number 3, how do participles change to act as adjectives? So remember, we can use these as parts of verbs, I have eaten, or as adjectives, the eaten apple. So right now we're going to talk about the eaten apple and how you would change those things. So if it's an adjective, functioning as an adjective, the eaten taco, the spoken word, you can change the ending to O, A, OS, or AS. So O, A, os, or as to match the gender and number. So if it's a manzana, instead of saying comido, you'd say manzana comida. Comida is also the noun food, but in this case it's being used as an adjective, so it means eaten from the verb comer. You're going to recognize a lot of these participles as nouns that we've learned previously, like in Spanish 1 and 2. So, manzana comida, the eaten apple. Palabra hablada, the spoken word. If you have plural apples, you say manzanas comidas, the eaten apples. It's got to match in gender and number. It's an adjective, so it's going to do just like what we do with alto, alta, altos, altas, like that. Niños altos, manzanas comidas. All right, there's a little bit more there. So they change to match the gender and number of the noun that they describe. For example, la mesa rota, the broken table. Rota is actually an irregular participle. I'll show you what those are. Las manzanas comidas, the eaten apples. Los libros escritos, the written books. So we're having noun-adjective agreement because these participles in this case and this set of notes are being used as adjectives. All right, I told you there were irregulars. There always are. And there's a song. So, next question. Which verbs have irregular participles? Which verbs have irregular participles? Let's go ahead and set that aside. You can pause it if that was annoying how fast I took that away. Sorry, not coronavirus. It just smells in here. It smells like the puppy. We have a puppy. She's outside. You occasionally might hear her. Which verbs have irregular participles? So here they are. We've got abrir. Instead of being abrido and following that form, it's abierto. We've seen that before. Abierto is opened. So abierto, la puerta abierta, los puertos abiertos. Puerto can be a port. Puerta is a door. It means opened. Decir becomes dicho in its irregular participle. I could say he dicho, I have said, but I could also say una expresión dicha, a said expression. Hecho is the participle for hacer. Instead of being ha-sido, if we follow the rules in question number 2, you might think it's ha-sido, but it's irregular. Hecho. Like hecho en Mexico, made in Mexico. La tarea hecha, the done homework, the completed homework. Poner becomes puesto when it's a participle. Puesto is put, placed, or set. Now these can't be used as verbs. I can't say yo puesto el plato en la mesa. They have to be either he puesto, which we'll do in our next set of notes, or puesto would be like el plato puesto, the placed plate. La mesa puesta, the set table. Next one is escribir becomes escrito in its participle. Then we have romper, to break, becoming roto, broken. I do hear native speakers say rompido, which is logical because it follows the regular rule, but it's not considered correct Spanish. Roto is the correct form. Brazo roto, broken arm. Tiene una pierna rota. He has a broken leg. Here's the next one. Cubrir becomes cubierto. I don't think we've had cubrir yet. It's to cover. We've had descubrir, to discover. So the participle here would be descubierto, discovered. So I could say like una sorpresa descubierta, a discovered surprise. There's another one. Ver becomes visto. See, hasta la vista. See you later. Visto is the participle. And then we have volver, vuelto, returned. Returned, vuelto, from volver. Morir, muerto, dead. We've seen that before. Muerto, muerta. Él está muerto. Ellos están muertos. These are adjectives, so they don't just end in O. They can also end in A, OS, or AS. Resolver is the next one. Resolver is solved. And then there's a couple other ones. These are not in the song. They're not in this chapter either, but they are irregular. Freír is frito. Pollo frito, fried chicken. He frito el pollo. I have fried the chicken. So in this section, it's going to be an adjective. Descubrir, discovered, is descubierto. And then we have imprimir, to print, would become impreso. That one's a hard one. I sometimes forget that one. Imprimido sounds like it makes sense, but impreso is the participle. In English, we often don't know our own participles. We have things like I have drank something. Some people say that, but it's supposed to be I have drunk. I have swum instead of swam. So just because we speak a language doesn't mean we know all the grammar correctly. And then ir would be ido. This one is pretty rare. It's rarely used. Instead of saying I have gone, he ido, we usually just say fui, I went. But that is the participle ido. All right, so those are, these below the line here are not in the song, but I'm going to show you the song now. It's set to the tune of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it sounds like this. I'll sing it twice. Abierto, dicho, hecho, puesto, escrito, roto, roto, cubierto, visto, vuelto, muerto, resuelto. Oh, I wish you guys could sing it with me. Okay, join me, wherever you are. Abierto, dicho, hecho, puesto, escrito, roto, roto, cubierto, visto, vuelto, muerto, resuelto. Very well done. I can hear you in my imagination. All right, so that's the end of the notes. I don't have any example sentences for you, but there are some activities for this week for you to work on. If you have any questions about this, text me, email me through School Loop, or join me for Zoom session office hours. All right, take care, you guys. Stay inside.